Man, Chuck. Nice.
Sorry. Had this way out of balance for you, don't I?
Huh? Here.
But I had this way out of balance for you. Can you stand that like that small one now? Sorry. Straighten this out.
Yes. And welcome, Lady Eagle fans, to Menard Eagle Stadium. Menard Lady Eagle Stadium. It is Brett Stallsby alongside nobody. Actually, Chuck's here to do some IT work for me, and I appreciate it, or else couldn't have got this thing off the ground. We'll be doing a couple of broadcasts together today. And we see...
So we'll start with this one and we'll finish up over to Ash.
Yeah. Lots of great baseball, lots of great softball, baseball, basketball. Anything you want to watch tonight in local sports, you can find it right here on 446 Sports. Right now, you'll see Abby Fingleton warming up in the circle. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. This is my first time to pronounce some of these names. If I butcher them, please get back to us, and we will be sure to correct it. It's no offense intended.
Doug at 446.com.
Yes, Doug at 446sports.com. He is your man. In fact, he will normally be the man here today. But you have the pleasure of hearing me today. So anyhow, today, your Lady Eagles, they are facing up against the Lady Jays of St. Edmunds out of Eunice, Louisiana. And we look forward to a very spirited game today. The weather is great. It's mid-70s, sunshine, about everything you could ask for out of a good day. And as you can see, the action's about to start. We have number 21. Let me pull her up.
Stepping up there for the Lady Jays, yeah.
Stepping up for the Lady Jays is Miss Laver, Kay Laverne. And number 21. And she takes a strike. Let me pull up this. I'm trying to get to balls and strikes. Forgive us, guys, as we're working out the kinks. So right now we have 1 ball and 1 strike, no outs. Let me get the scoreboard updated for you for that. Ball 2.
Busy day for 446 Sports with all the broadcasts that we have. We're going to have 5 today, but we end up come down to 4.
Really?
But yeah, we got 4 all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
That's unfortunate. The folks out at Southern Labs, the Buckeyes got that big game out of Southern Lab.
ULab, yep.
ULab, excuse me, not Southern Lab. Different laboratory.
Laboratory.
Laboratory, depends on where you go.
Dexter would say it.
And now we have a 3-1 count. But so we unfortunately will not be broadcasting the Buckeye game for you. If you have an opportunity to pack up and go down there, we strongly encourage you. And we got a slap to third, and she will be safe at first.
Foot pulled off the bag on the throw, a little bit high, so she had to jump up to catch it so it didn't go in the other, possibly go in the other dugout to another runner.
That could have gotten away from her.
Yeah.
So right now we have number 12. Let's see who this young lady is. That is Miss E. Myers, and I believe she will be the starting pitcher. Yeah, she will be a starting pitcher for the Lady Jays.
Where's the Lady Jays out of, Brett?
They are out of Eunice, Louisiana, which is a fine town. Been there many times. I hear they have a really great Mardi Gras festival coming up. Of course, we're in Mardi Gras season as a native Louisianian. That is always a fun time for us. Something unique to our state. I work out at an office in Portland, Oregon, and this year I got to send a king cake to them. And they were super excited about that. They had never seen anything like that. And as I'm running my mouth, number 21 has advanced to second base.
Pass ball.
On a pass.
Swing at.
Yeah. So, we love Mardi Gras around here. But so right now we got a runner on second. Miss Myers is stepping into the box in front of the circle. Oh, she lays down the sacrifice bunt. She's out at first and holds the runner at third.
You talking about king cake. So tomorrow, I'm not supposed to know, but I do know that coming around where I work to the different classrooms, they're going to do what they call the tea train. Going to come around there, and they're going to have a bunch of king cakes, and they're going to come around to all the teachers and drop some
sweet.
tea. So go ahead and ask your batter. I'm sorry.
All right. So right now we have Miss Swallow up. She will be playing catcher for the Lady Jays today.
So my wife is actually going to make a gluten-free king cake. She
Gluten-free.
made it before made it last year, so she's going to make it for some of our folks that are gluten intolerant.
Right. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if you don't know, our dear Chuck works at Tioga High School, a fine institution. All the love for our Tioga people. So right now we have 1 out. We have 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third. St. Edmund's Lady Jays looking to advance the runner home and get the first run of the game. And we got a pass ball, and she's coming in, and she will be safe for the first run of the game.
That'll put your first score on your Wallace Associates
scoreboard. Yes,
at the bottom of your screen.
Yes, and with that said, we want to thank all our sponsors. We could not do this without the sponsorship of all our local businesses. And I'm going to attempt to name all of them. We won't be running commercials today, but I'm going to do my best to name them all for you through the show. So Abby Fingleton lines up, another ball outside, and she walks that runner. So now we have a runner on first with 1 out, and we have 1 come through. Now we have 1 moment. Miss Gradney. R. Gradney, number 52, up to bat, batting left. And again, if there are any mispronunciations, we apologize, and we ask you to just you can send your comments to Doug Gann at 446Sports. And let's see, that was a ball outside. Gradney steps in.
High, ball 2.
Keep score. Forgive me, I fumbled something and had to catch up with myself.
It's all new to you.
It is all new to me.
But it's not like pushing it on the iPad like we normally do.
I know.
Production setup.
New app, new. Oh, right up the middle. Boy, she hit that one squarely on the nose. But thankfully, the center fielder, Mrs. Mika Keogh, was right there to pick it up and not to allow anybody to advance any further. So here we are. We have number 8 for the Lady Jays up to bat with 2 runners on, first and seconds. And that is Mrs. Cart for the Lady Jays.
Is she in the 5th hole or 6th hole?
She is in the 6th hole.
Okay.
5th hole. 5th hole, excuse me. Ooh. Called for a strike.
I think it tipped her bat a little bit.
It may have.
That explains the hard hit.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Just saw. That's the 4th hole out of there.
So the Lady Jays got something brewing here. We got 1 out. We got 2 on. They got a chance to put some runs up on the board early. Ooh, hit square up the middle. Ooh, she won't be able to get to it. That runner coming around third. She was a threat, but she decided to hold up. So now we have bases loaded. 2
shots right back up.
Oh, yeah. With Miller, with B. Miller, number 1 B. Miller, up for the Lady Jays with a chance to really do some damage right now. Bases loaded, 1 out, a good hit to the middle left center, and could tack some on. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure they're not related to the Millers out in the Colleen and DeVille area, but
you know what I wouldn't know? Millers are pretty.
There's a B. Miller Road out there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you were listening to our friend KP the other night, but according to him, the birthplace of civilization is Winfield. Everybody's from there.
I did hear all of that.
Ball 2.
Didn't matter what your last name was.
Oh.
It was going to be one of these 2.
I came out there thinking maybe I was from Winfield. Didn't know it. Yeah. I had to look back at my family tree. No, we love KP. He's a great guy. Ooh, 2 balls and a strike.
Should be 2 and 2, is it?
Is it? It's 2 and 1.
It is 2 and 1. You're right. Had her confused with the other batter.
I think Mrs. Fingleton got some. I think she can strike her out here. I think she can get her all. Ooh, hit square to right field. Oh, and she's dropped. It's in right field. They're throwing it in. One run will cross, and now the Lady Jays are up 2-0 in the top of the first. Boy, she was close to catching that. In fact, it looked like she tried. It got past her glove and almost tried to bear hunt it. Of course, the sun is. Chuck brings up a very good point.
Because you can see right out there in right field, you see the top of that light tree over there. She was just to the right of all of that, where had no opportunity to get protection from it with the shade.
You know, fortunately, the sun is to our back, but unfortunately, it is in their face.
Yeah.
You know,
some sunscreen out there.
Yeah. Was that a ball or strike? Yeah. That was a ball. Excuse me. Still 1 out, bases loaded, 2 in for the Lady Jays. Another ball. Yeah.
That makes me nervous when they do that.
Miss Fingleton trying to tossing it to, who's at second base? Mrs. Parker Nabal. I'm so sorry if I get that wrong. Right there.
Albanian.
I don't want to get that wrong.
I remember saying it before. That's why the only reason I could do that one.
So number 3, Albanian at second base. And that ball's high, and that walks in a run. So now they're up 3-0 in the top of the first.
Not quite station to station, but they're scoring like station to station.
Look, you'll take them any way you can get them.
Coach T coming in.
Yeah. And with that, it looks like they're gonna go talk to her pitchers, calm her nerves. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. Doesn't look like he's in a rush. There's nobody warming up. I think he just wants to get her confidence up. It's all good. You know, the good thing is if you're going to get in trouble early. That gives you a lot of opportunity to catch up. Look, they still got 7 times to bat.
Yeah.
You know, if they can put up 5 runs in the first inning, there's no reason you can't either.
Speaking of catch-up, it'd be like hindsight, right? Okay,
Chuck,
I'm sorry, Doug. I wasn't supposed to do
Doug
that.
warned me about this. He said, I'm putting you two together because me and Chuck in our group we're the dad joke guys.
That's all I got from Menard.
That's all you. He's going to save them up for Ash baseball.
You're right. I've been reading up on my Laffy Taffies.
And with that, number 19 for the Lady Jays steps up, Mrs. Evans, 0-0, with an opportunity again to knock in a few runs, clear the bases.
Now, I do have to tell you a story about out here in Menard while we're doing this, and I'll kind of
Sure, go ahead.
pause whenever you're making the call.
Okay.
But when I was a school resource officer here from Menard, I also did the PA work for them. And so, for a strike,
One ball, one strike, two.
Between innings, so like whenever they were changing innings, they would play like all their sponsors. But between the innings, between top and the bottom, I would do what was called between inning jokes.
Oh, I'm sure that was wonderful.
Yes. Great material, I'm saying. Great research when you read some Laffy Taffies.
I'm sure it's no wonder that Chuck is still with us here, and we're thankful for that, and not on the comedic circuit.
Yeah, there's a good reason.
Yeah. The students of Rapides Parish needing much more than that. Oh, and that's a pass ball high, and one another run will score to make it 4-0.
Pitcher didn't get time for even a throwback. But.
Yeah. Runners advance to second and third. So now we have runners on second and third with one out. And number 19, Mrs. Evans, up to bat.
3-1 is the count.
3-1. 3-2. So we've ran it full.
That's what, 4-0 now?
Yes, it is. So here we have the payoff pitch. Let's see if she can finish her off. Oh, fouls into the backstop. Oh, 4-0. Yep. That is tricky. Yeah, forgive me. I had to correct our score. 4-0, the top of the first. Runners at second and third. Full count on Mrs. Evans. Oh, she avoids it again. Fouls into the backstop again.
And getting scores in now because I'm pretty sure they know that these Lady Eagles can score and score fast and big.
Yeah.
So they want to get what they can while they can.
Yeah. I think those last game, your Lady Eagles really put it on their opponent. I have to go back and double check the score, but it seemed like it was like 17-1. Oh, with a strikeout. And down goes Mrs. Evans. Whoa. Oh, she ran it out. Yeah. I got confused for a moment. Yeah. Good on her. You know, that's great fundamentals, and I tip my hat to her. So now we have number 4 for the Lady Jays, and that is Mrs. Brown. And y'all forgive me if I say Mrs. too much, but my mama raised me right. I still call my daughter Mrs. at times.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Or as Piglet would say, oh, dear.
Oh, dear, bro. Why does that do that? So 2 outs, 1 ball. Ooh, another strike. And I know Mrs. Fingleton, Abby Fingleton, is really looking to finish this off. Get out of here with only 4 runs scored. Down to 2 strikes.
In the river there.
Here we are, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and get your nerves settled. It's it's first game at home. I think there's a lot of good ahead of us. Your runners at second or third, ready to run. Strikeout, and down goes number 4. Great job. And we will be not running commercials, so we're going to leave it right here. We want to take a moment. We can thank our sponsors. Again, the Wallace, the Wallace Scrollings. No, that's Sadler's. Yes, Wallace Eye Surgery. Excuse me.
Yes,
my sister's only worked there for like 15 years. You think I'd know better? Yeah, she really has. And you know what?
That's the Mrs. 446 Sports.
Yes, the Mrs. 446 Sports happens to be my sister, and that is how how I'm involved in all this, which I'm very fortunate to. And she has always bragged about how great of a place it is to work. They're wonderful people to work for, and that.
You're talking about Wallace.
I am talking about.
Sports.
No, not talking about 446 Sports. Although he is good to work for. Wallace is a great place to work. Great people. They do a lot of great in this community, and we're so proud. Doug has told me that they have been with him since day one, and at this point, we're getting some gray on this thing. Doug's been doing this now, almost a decade.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been with him for 3 to 4 years. 3 years, I think.
In the
3 or 4, something like that.
In the humble beginnings of when this was like a Skype, I think.
Yeah.
And they have been with him from the beginning, and so we really tip our hat to them, and we can't thank them enough that nothing we do out here would it be possible had they not sown the seeds and believed in Doug's vision, bringing local sports to the area in broadcast form. Obviously, they've existed for decades and decades, but now you get to, if you're unfortunately you're not able to make it out here to the game, you can sit at the comfort of your recliner, which I've done on several occasions, broadcast the game to your TV, and watch your kid, watch your grandkid, watch your so-and-so's, your friend's kid. It's a blessing.
Situations sometimes dictate that, but
yeah,
rather you be here, I think you would really enjoy it better being here, just the environment and everything that you get from it, the kids
Absolutely.
And the teams and the other camaraderie and community that both of these teams have. With you being present at the game is definitely the best option for you. But Mrs. also, she does what? BU Design.
She does, which is, oddly enough, another one of our sponsors.
Does great work.
She does. She
all
is.
Kinds of shirts, plaques.
She really does.
Really.
So now we get action started again with Emma Davis up to bat, playing shortstop with
ball one, pass ball.
with Myers in the circle.
Down
Ball
the
one.
Yep.
So ball one.
I've never used that scoreboard app like that on the phone yet.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm the guinea pig, huh?
Yeah.
No, it actually is really simple. Just a side note, we're so thankful we live in a day and age that we're able to do this. We're able to do broadcasting over Facebook. I have a friend that years ago started a little business like this, and it was really novel at the time, and he would go do things, and he's in Dallas, Texas, and, never really thought I would be part of something like this. Ball three.
Yep.
So it's just a really cool day and age that we're able to do this, and I know Chuck and I and the whole group, we love doing this.
This is
3 balls, no strikes, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Myers in the circle. Emma Davis at bat. Not looking to take. I think she's probably going to be aggressive. Ooh. And that one gets behind her. She gets a walk. So now we have 1 on, no outs with Annabelle Drago. I was told very specifically how to pronounce that name.
Which one?
Annabelle Drago.
I don't know if you've ever been to New Orleans or not, but they have that Drago's restaurant.
Really? Yes, I have.
So I don't know if it's them or not, but it's the same name.
I have been down to the great city of New Orleans on many occasions. Okay. So now we have 1 strike, no balls and 1 strike, no outs, and
Emma Davis over on first teasing that catcher to make a throw. So.
She's getting a little aggressive. She's trying to get in the pitcher's head a little bit.
Adios.
And there she is. She's taking and easily into second, well ahead of the throw.
Got it.
She passed ball. No, I mean not pass ball, but it went over the catch. The pitcher didn't catch it. Excuse me.
Got a good jump off first there because the pitcher was a little slow on the delivery, but kind of a slower ball coming in, so she already had a good jump, but she's speedy enough.
Yeah.
That it would have been a bam bam.
You know, and I would imagine being down 4 runs in the first inning. Oh, and now she's trying to make it to third, and she will be safe. You Lady Eagles, I would imagine right now, with a 4-run deficit in the bottom of the first, are probably being a little bit more aggressive than usual. So we have 2 balls and 1 strike and no outs.
You definitely want to knock that goose egg off there quick.
Oh, yeah. Let's get that out the way. Get my scoreboard right. 3 balls.
And moving that base runner around the bases like that is definitely going to get in, like you said, that pitcher's head.
Yeah.
Just the sheer, hey, this person's moving around. I'm going to have to look at different places. Kind of messes up her pitch mojo.
Oh, sure. Emma Davis on third, looking to spy home, looking to come at the crack of the bat, and sweet, nice swat to left field. And that brings home the first run of the day for your Lady Eagles.
That puts their first score on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. And she paused there coming off on third just to make sure that the shortstop wasn't going to reach over and snag it. But
it was about a foot outside her glove. I mean, it was, I'm not saying she should have, but maybe a little bit of a diving effort may have knocked it down. Right. But
good cautious running by
Emma
Davis there.
Yeah, you don't want to, that's the worst thing. And so now we have Miss Sophie Giordano.
Yeah,
Giordano. Foul ball, and Miss Annabelle Drago. She tried to go to second, being aggressive, but she is being called back.
She's going to be off and going. Let's put it that way.
Again, I would imagine that she's going to be really aggressive. Look, we can easily get back those 4 runs. We're already got 1 of them, no outs. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're able to put 4 runs around it and effectively be back to 0-0. Pitcher leans in for the pitch. Down the pipe. Ooh. And Miss Annabelle, she was threatening, but she went back to first. Now we have no balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner on first. Oh, foul back.
Yeah. It was high.
Yeah.
She was wanting to commit to it. So it was high, so she just at least put the bat on the ball, fouled it out. So.
Yeah, she checked her swing, and hey, she's still in there. The count remains. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first. Here in the bottom of the first, on a beautiful day. And she's trying to go down to second. There's a throw, and she's in safely. That's the second baseman. Touching her leg just to make sure she don't wander off. I saw that the other night. Jackson Ross for Ash, he slid through first base and was probably on that turf. He slid past the base.
Oh my!
And unfortunately, he was safe on the slide, but the slide pass is where they got it.
Oh golly!
And
that turf.
Oh yeah. The turf monster got him, yeah.
It's a learning curve on that turf. You have a lot more slickness, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big looping pitch there, trying to catch on. Look up high on that one. 2-2.
Yeah, we love it on the baseball field. I'm not sure what their thoughts yet are on the but like it or not, it's there. And I better like it. My taxes are paying for it.
It's definitely cooler than turf.
Yeah.
So that's one reason.
Ooh. Pass ball. She's trying to go down to third, and she'll make it without a throw.
I will say some of the new stuff they've done with the turf as far as the filler material down in it.
Yeah.
It's not as hot as the first round of turf like what we had over some 12 years ago with when we first got the first turf in the area.
Full count, 3-2, no outs, runner on third, and smacked foul again. Annabelle Drago is threatening to come home from third. She's trying to get her a good lead. And
those foul balls are coming over here trying to say hi to the on-deck batter.
Yeah, it is. So we got Kate Perotti on deck with Adeline Ledette in the hole. Oh, ball 4, and she's going to she'll go on to first, and the runner will hold at third. I bring that up simply because they did get past her, and there was potential. So now we have runners at the corners. No outs with Kate Perotti.
Expect the runner on first to move on to second.
Yeah. Again, they're going to be aggressive. You know, you have the tie and run at first base, and she's off, and she'll make it to second base without a without a throw. So Drago makes it to second base, standing up. So now you have runners at second and third, no outs. Batter up, one strike, no outs. One ball, one strike, no outs. Runners on second and third.
It's neat how the rules are for the batter. They own the box, and so they can stand still.
Yeah.
There, and it creates an obstacle for that catcher to either step behind or go in front of. And they can move them, but
1 ball, 2 strikes. Update my scoreboard. Now you're starting to hear the rally chants out of the Lady Eagles dugout. Foul ball. Watch it.
There's some tennis players over there. That's going to blend in.
Yeah,
a little bit larger than a tennis ball, but about the same color.
Yeah.
Coach is over there going to pick that one up and look at it make sure it's hitting the tennis ball, but I think he knows that.
I bet there's a tennis player right now wondering why in the world they built this tennis court directly adjacent to softball. And that one's actually up towards us and over our head. Watch it. Yeah.
It'd be about my time to check out.
Yeah. Miss Perotti's really battling here. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, runners at second and third. With your Lady Eagles threatening to bring another couple runs in. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A good, strong base hit could put this one to a 1-point game.
Hey, that's the reason. Look, you don't sweat it. You gave up 4. You keep your head high, and you just battle back. Let your bat do the talking. Ooh, is that fair?
Foul.
And that'll hang just foul. Almost over into that practice baseball field.
Yep.
Maybe a youth league field.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
They do some like infield practice and
sure. And speaking of Eagles, your Eagles will be on later today at 6:00. Again, here on 6:30. Oh, fouled again into the tennis courts.
Nope, just this side of it.
Oh, just outside.
Hit the light pole that is a light for the tennis court and bounced back. So yeah.
So Kate Perotti is really battling hard.
Showering us around with some of those.
You'd have to think she's starting to wear out her arm a little bit, and I got a feeling that number 12 is about to give up a big hit. Ooh, slapped foul again.
Call them those lemon yummy fruits that they are sprinkling out here.
Yeah. Is that what they're calling them?
I don't know.
Lemon yummy fruits?
I'm making up something, getting as close as I can to the joke line without going over it.
Oh, trying to stay away from the joke.
Me too.
Chuck and I just want to stay on the air.
Yeah.
Here we are again, back towards us. Man, she is getting a piece of it every time, and you'd have to think that she should really have her timing down by now, and she is due to hit it deep. I'm not calling her shot, but I think she's about to do some damage. Again from the circle. Ooh, jeez.
I have a feeling when she hits one, it's going either left or left center.
Y'all didn't see us move the camera on that, but she almost hit that into the parking lot over there.
Oh, past the other fence? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it threatened some of those trucks over there.
Well, as a matter of fact, kids crawling underneath the truck over there. I see them get it out from underneath it. So.
Yeah, that was...
Wow.
Yeah, she hit the leather off of it there. So here we are again, a payoff pitch. Ball 3. That one bounced into the catcher.
Definitely a payoff pitch now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we have runners at second and third, no outs, 3-2 count with Kate Perotti up to bat. Oh, ball 4.
Good watch there.
Yeah. So hats off to Miss Perotti for really battling in that and making, she earned that base.
Yeah.
She really did. So now you have potentially the go-ahead run coming to the plate, and that represents Miss Adeline Ledette, your first baseman, number 4. And we have a meeting at the mound, and while they're doing that, they're also talking strategy over there with Coach Turney. And
taking advantage of
take advantage,
team
catch your
time
breath.
out there. Yep.
They could really blow something open. I mean, again, there's no outs. There is a huge opportunity here to put some runs on the board. Some more runs on the board.
Be good to see Ledette let that ball fly, huh?
Yeah.
Let that go. Let that
go. Yeah, okay. Well,
let it go.
Let it go. Let it go, Chuck.
Yeah. Need to let it go.
Ooh, ball 1.
I'll see this at bat, and then I'm gonna have to peel out on you.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder.
Up.
Chuck's got you see all the great camera angles we typically have, and that is largely because of Chuck here. He is our senior production technician and all-around technology guy, and he's the one who sets all that stuff up and makes sure it's running right. And so, believe it or not, as you can imagine, that stuff takes time to do.
Thank you, sir, and I'll drop that money in your Venmo account.
Oh, I appreciate that. Anything I can do. The missus will appreciate that. So 2 balls and 1 strikes, no outs, with the bases loaded, with Mrs. Adeline Ledette, the first baseman, up to bat, looking to blow it open, get 3-4 runs in potentially. Ooh, hit just foul of first base, and the runners were off and going.
First baseman was hugging that line enough that she was able to get to it, but it did roll foul. So
yeah, she would have really had to charge it though.
Yeah. If it had been fair, I believe she could have got it.
She probably could have got a double play out of that, actually.
Could have, yeah.
She could have got maybe a tag and throw or something like that.
Yeah.
Catch the runner at home, tag and catch the runner at home.
Maybe go home in third so you actually
Sure.
do have force, right?
Ooh, just a bit outside.
Tried to frame it.
Ball 3. So here we are with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded, and Adeline Ledette up. I should know that. I have a niece named Adeline. Plays for the Pineville Rebels. They won last night.
Yes, they did.
Versus Menard Catholic, I believe. 8-6.
I believe it's correct.
Something like that. Or the night before, I'm sorry.
Foul back here into the net. Staying alive there at 3-2.
It's crazy when you start seeing these kids grow up, and she'll be a senior next year, along with my son as well. Although my son's over at Ash. So again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Oh, that was a close one, but that one brings the runner home. So the 2 runners across in the bottom of the first. Excuse me. I'm my innings right. I'm trying to.
The catcher's glove was in the dirt on that one, so it looked a little low, but
it did. I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. Sometimes they go low on those pitches. It just depends on his preference of strike zone.
See, now your Lady Eagles. Oh, hit.
Woo! That passes between the 2 coaches, and all they did was look past it because it already went past them.
Coach Turney had to turn quick. I'm always surprised that those coaches don't have some kind of protection on.
Or a net in front of them.
Yeah.
Those pitching guards that when they practice.
Man. Oh, hit squarely to left center. It's up in the air. The shortstop is calling for it, and she'll catch it with your first out of the inning.
Deep infield, so nobody could really advance.
Yeah.
Anywhere, so. 31. fun.
So you still have bases loaded with number 31, Mika Keogh, played in center field, up to bat. One out, bases loaded.
Same power as I see a lot of center fielders.
Yeah, typically your center fielder is going to be one of your more speedy players.
Yeah, I see her statue. You can see she's got to have speed on her.
Yeah. I mean, they have so much range to cover.
Yeah.
Good strike. One ball, one strike, one out. Bases loaded with your Lady Eagles threatening against the Lady Jays of St. Edmunds out of Eunice.
I'm going to get out of here, Brett, and go set up my setup.
Chuck, I'll see you in an hour, 2 hour, whatever it takes. And, pass the diving third baseman. A runner will score. She'll get, and again, bases loaded.
Station to station. That's
station to station. Chuck, I'll see you soon, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Way to go, Mika Keogh with the RBI single to third base. And so now you have, make sure I get my stuff right. You have the pitcher, Abby Fingleton, up to bat, looking to give herself some help here. Number 23. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded, full of Lady Eagles. Abby Fingleton up to bat, looking to give herself an up. And she was swinging for the fences at that one. And that gives us the second out of the inning. With number 3, Parker Nalbanian. I'm going to get it right. Parker Nalbanian up to bat. Look, she can finish off the hot. Oh, and she got her single to the right field. Knocks in a run. She brings it. I'll get it eventually. I hope there's not like sauce in here. Okay. I'm good. Thank you. Sorry guys, he was handing me some food and it took everything in my effort to get it through the fence. So again, we still have Parker Nalbanian up to bat. Bases loaded, full of Lady Eagles. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And you have that on the scoreboard, our scoreboard. Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Ooh. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. That one bounced up, so 3 balls, 1 strike. 20. You know, my card said Nalbanian, but that actually is, I believe, Emma Davis, number 20. Oh. My apologies. We've gone back to the top of the order. That's Emma Davis is up to bat. Ooh. She walks her home, and that's 3 runs across in the top of the bottom, of the first inning. So next up to bat is Annabelle Drago, number 12, with Sophie Giordano on deck and Kate Perotti in the hole, and they're going to have a meeting in the circle. And they will have a meeting. Coach Turney will have a meeting with everybody, I think. Maybe not. And while they're doing that, we'll take a minute to thank some more of our sponsors, BK Distributors. And I'm going to try my best to remember all these off the top of my head. I don't even have a sheet in front of me, guys. The Visitors Bureau of Alexandria and Pineville. If you think there is nothing to do in Alexandria and Pineville, think again. Tonight I'm out on a beautiful afternoon watching some great softball. There's baseball going to be going on behind me soon. There's baseball going on at Ash. There's 2 or 3 basketball games in the area going on, along with a plethora of places to eat. And she's threatening. That ball was high. But there's always great things going on in Sinlaw, and we encourage you to get out and about and to visit the great local businesses that we have around here. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and that is hit squarely up the middle to the center field. That's going to score 1 in almost a second. So now we are all tied back up. So that's why you don't sweat the first inning. Here we are, tied up again, no balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Excuse me, it's 6-4. How did I miss that? My apologies. Somehow they got an extra 2 runs across that I didn't catch. So now at the bat is Sophie Giordano, number 5. And 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Oh, and she almost went around, but she held it back. So now we have 2 balls, no strikes. And again, the bases stay full of Lady Eagles. You'd have to think that after this inning that the Lady Jays would probably have somebody warming up. Or maybe not. Who knows? I can't really see the bullpen from this area, so we'll find out. Ooh, hit just foul for your first strike. I apologize for any shaking. I'm set up in the bleachers, and this place gets a rock, and there ain't much I can do about it. In fact, that's probably a good thing. Here we are, 12 from the circle, coming up to pitch again. Ball high. 0-0, keeping that runner honest at third. Your Lady Eagles threatening to blow it wide open once again. Oh, ball 4. And walked in a runner again. So that makes it 7-4. Lady Eagles. The bases stay loaded with Kate Perotti up, with Adeline Ledette on deck, and Kinsey Lyles in the hole. Number 12 sets up, rocks back, fires it in for a ball. And with that said, we're going to have a timeout. Coach is headed out to the circle to encourage 12. 12's been battling hard, hats off to her. That young lady, Mrs. E. Myers, she's working hard, trying to get through this inning, and she's 1 out away from getting it. But you have to reckon her arm's starting to get a little tired at this point. And while they're pausing there, we'll thank another one of our sponsors. Shout out to Walk-Ons, who during the football season they host the Thomas Bachman Show, and they're always they're always great to us, and we hope we extend it to them, and it benefits everybody. And they have great food, and we encourage you to go out and visit one of our local sponsors and get you a great burger or whatever does it for you. So Myers rocks back, delivers the pitch, and hits squarely into right field. Can she get it? Oh, and with the out, great catch out in right field to retire the side. So after one, as we go into the top of the second, it is 7-4, your Lady Eagles over the Lady Jays. Back out in the circle, warming up after that lengthy bottom of the first is Mrs. Abby Fingleton, trying to get that arm warmed back up. Fortunately, there could be a lot of sitting around, and sometimes that's a good thing in baseball and softball. It means you had a good inning. That up to bat for the Lady Jays is number 21. That is Mrs. Kay Laverne. K is in the initial, not the name. To open up the inning. Abby rocks back, delivers. 21, she does that kind of like that running bunt you'll often see in softball. For a strike. That's kind of a batting technique that is unique to softball. I don't know that I've ever actually seen it in baseball. It'd kind of be odd. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the second, we had a long first inning. A lot of runs scored. 11 runs collectively scored. Again, that running bunt. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, just a gorgeous day out here. Loving the weather. You know, it's shorts and t-shirt weather after last week. I think I had a huge icicle on my... Oh, hit squarely to left field. And if she can get it, it's going to fall fair. And she's going to round first base on the way to second. She could potentially make a third, but I think she's going to hold up. So she comes into second base with a stand-up double. That was a good hit. Next up to bat is number 22 for the Lady Jays, and that is Mrs. Myers, number 12. Settling in. And it gets past the catcher. She's trying to find it, and with that, the number 21 advances to third base. We have 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. 1 Lady J at third, threatening to come home. This has been a very exciting game so far. Lots of runs, lots of action. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check the scoreboard for that one. Fingleton checking her wrist to see what her pitch is. She sets ready, rocks back for the delivery. She puts down the sacrifice bunt. She'll be out at first, but she scores 21. Or she scores Mrs. Kay Laverne. So that that brings in a run for the Lady Jays. So executed perfectly on her part. No balls, no outs. That brings up Mrs. Swallows. Mrs. Swallow. Soiluae. Very common name in South Louisiana. I've known a few of those over my life. Good folk. She stands in with 1 ball, 1 strike. She threw that right past her. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Abby Fingleton getting her signs, rocking back for her delivery. Ooh, right down the middle. Beautiful pitch. She keeps throwing like that. She'll get through this lineup quickly. Ooh, and dribbling down to third. She throws it across to first and out. Great play. Great job. I'm updating the scoreboard. So that was the second out of the inning. Now number 52 for the Lady Jays steps up. That is Miss Gradney. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Miss Fingleton, she throws it in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on. Ooh, throws that one a little outside for the first ball. Oh, hit to left center. Oh, hit to the third baseman. Great job. Way to glove it. And with that, that'll retire the side with only 1 run scored for the Lady Jays. Next up to bat will be... Let me not get ahead of myself. I'll take a moment to tell you about another one of our sponsors, Kimberly Harrell. She's been with us for a long time, and we appreciate her hard work and sponsoring local sports in the area. She does home inspections, and if you're in the market for that, please go out and see her and tell her that we sent her. You can see now the Lady Jays are taking the field for the bottom of the second, and we have a new pitcher. That is Miss Gradney. And with that said, I will bring up the Foster Community pitching change. And what that is this month, which day or two of, the Foster Community is having a fundraiser called Crawfish for Claws. Now we know, you guys, you're going to get your crawfish. We love those little bugs around here. Why not do something good with your money? Do something good with your crawfish. Get them from the Foster Community coming up on March 8th at the Huckleberry Brewery. Pre-sales in tomorrow. And tomorrow is the 28th. Yes, it is. So go to the link. Go to the Foster Community Facebook page. There you'll find the link. I believe it's $25 for 10 pounds of crawfish, 2 corn, 2 sausage, and then there's $35, and then there's $65 for 10 pounds. And all that goes to support the local foster community and the great work that those women are doing over there to support fostering families and children within the area, and go be a blessing and get your fill at the same time. And with that, 52 delivers the first strike to number 4, Miss Perotti. Parati. Forgive me if I'm not emphasizing the right vowel. I'm not butchering that. I used to know a Parati, a Joel Parati. He was a good dude. We have no balls and 2 strikes. Let me get my scoreboard reset. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Oh, with the strikeout. Down goes Kate Parati. 52. Mrs. Gradney getting her first strikeout from her first batter. Now, next up to bat is... I may have been wrong. I'm sorry. That last batter was Adeline Ledette. Now, Kinsey Lyles is up to bat. Oh, and she hits it square to left field, left center. They're trying to get under it, and she gathers it home. Nice play by the center fielder. Next up to bat is 31, Mika Keogh. Yes, your center fielder for your Lady Eagles. So 2 up, 2 down. Make sure I get my scoreboard right. Brady fires it in for a strike. And you can see all that on your Wallace Associates scoreboard. Brady rocks back, fires it in, and it sits square up the middle to the center fielder. What a hit. Good job. So with 2 outs, she gets on first base. Now to bat is 23, and that's your pitcher, Abby Fingleton. Looking to do some damage. Looking to add to her lead and help herself. Oh, and she hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it to first. And, oh, she dropped it. And she is safe on the drop. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you will always run them out. Hats off to that young lady for running out the pitch and not giving up on it. She dropped it and she got on first base. So now your Lady Eagles are threatening on first and second base with Parker about. With number 3 Parker up there. She hits it right back to the pitcher, and the pitcher doesn't catch it. She's running it out. She's going to make it to first, and everybody is safe, including number 31 coming around to score to make it 8-5 Lady Eagles. The Valiant. I'm going to get it right. Now you have up next to bat. We are back at the top of the order with the meeting on the circle for the Lady Jays. You have runners on first and second for Emma Davis playing shortstop today. I believe she got on base on her first time at the bat, excuse me. Runners are first and second, no balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And then, hit to left field. She's going back, and she got it. And that will retire the side with 1 across. And that will bring us to the top of the third. 8-5, your Lady Eagles. And I'll take a moment to bring up another one of our wonderful and much appreciated sponsors, Doug Young Nursery. They do a lot of great work for us, and if you're familiar, obviously if you're from the area or you're familiar with the area, you'll know that Forest Hill has, I think it may actually have the highest concentration of nurseries in the nation, which is really incredible. And Doug Young being among the premier of those, many great nurseries. And we're so blessed to be sponsored by Doug Young Nurseries, and we thank them for their continued support. So next time you are in the market for plants or wholesale plants, please go down there and see them and tell them we sent you, and that we appreciate their business, and you're giving them some business. As your Lady Eagles get set to begin the top of the third. Miss Abby Fingleton is still in the circle for her third inning. She's going strong, having only given up 5 runs so far. Let me see if I can possibly get how many hits she has given up. Oh, hit square up the middle to the shortstop. She's going to come with fire, and wow. That was a close play at first, ladies and gentlemen. Your shortstop, Emma Davis, really did her best to get that over there. Unfortunately, it was just a split second behind. So now we have number 1, Miller, playing right field. She's 0 for 1.
Number 7.
She's 0 for 1. And we have no balls, 1 strike, no outs. Oh, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first, for the Lady Jays with number 1. Oh, she fired, and that one's going to make its way close, right behind the seats. So again, no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, with 1 Lady J on first base. Abby rocks back, she delivers, and that hit squarely to third base. She throws it second, not in time. Oh, she's off to third. If she can get it down. And she is... is she safe? Is she out? Seems to be safe. So with that, runners advance to second and third. Runners at second and third with no outs. With number 0-0. And she puts down a bunt, and it's gonna fall foul. That is Evans, the catcher, up to bat.
Assistant coaches,
she's got 1 RBI on the day. Oh, hit foul again for strike 2. Again, we are in the top of the third. No runs across. I'm looking at the scoreboard wrong. It's top of the third, no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third for the Lady Jays. 0-0 up to bat, trying to knock in 6th and 7th runs of the day. Ooh, and that one rides high a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Starting to cool off a little bit out here. The sun's starting to set behind us. Temperature's dropping. I'm gonna wish I brought a hoodie here soon. And that's shade outside. She was trying to paint the outside edge of that plate, and it just didn't happen. And it looks like we have a baby contact, an eye issue. So they're going to take a brief time out and gather up and talk for a moment while they attend to this young lady. Shortstop Emma Davis, number 20. Yeah, she's in such a crucial position. I mean, you want all their eyes to work, but you, especially with the potential of the ball coming at you as fast as they can catch it. She seems to be okay. Walking back to her position, going to put her mask back on. So we're glad to see that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on second and third. And she hits it just back, almost where I'm sitting. A little bit more on that, and I would have been dodging them. Again, just a great night out here. Really loving it. Doug Gann will be with you next week sitting in this position. And you know what? I'm a little jealous. We're having a good time out here. So, 0-0 hits the foul again. Miss Abby Fingleton is asking for a new ball. They will oblige her. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on second and third for the Lady Jays. In the top of the third, Abby Fingleton rocks back, throws it, and she hits it to right field, and they're going to get that chase. Oh, great snag. And with that, though, the runners advance. So that brings home a run for the Lady Jays to make it 8-6 to your Lady Eagles. It advances a runner to third. So we have 1 out with a runner on third. And it looks like they are going to have a meeting in the circle again. And I'll take a moment to talk about another one of our wonderful sponsors. And, well, I guess I won't. Not really enough time to give them due. And with that, number 19, your first baseman for the Lady Jays, Brown, is up to bat, looking to knock in the runner at third. Oh, hit squarely to the second baseman. And she'll get her out, but not in time. But that will score the runner from third, making it 8-7 Lady Eagles. That is the second out of the top of the third, with number 4 left fielder Smith coming up to bat. This young lady is 1 at bat, no runs, no hits. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the third. Abby rocks back, she delivers it, and that's hit squarely. They're going to be on her horse to get it. Can she get it? Oh, she makes a diving attempt, but she doesn't get it. With that, the runner advances it to second. Great effort on Mika Keogh's part. She went out there, she dove for the ball, she gave it all she had. Sometimes we don't come up with the catch, but you always can put forth that effort. But with that, the batter advances to second. And I believe that brings us back to the top of the order. Mrs. Laverne, their shortstop, and she knocks it back to the backstop. Abby digs in, she delivers it, and again, hit back to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second in the top of the third. The Lady Eagles looking to get out of this inning with only 2 runs given up. Vern digs in, she waits. Oh, and just a shade outside for the first ball. Abby checking her wristband to see what the coach wants her pitch. rocks back, delivers it. Oh, and it's a little high on that one. No problem. She'll get the next one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Rocks back, delivers it. A little in the dirt. Great job by the catcher to stop that and prevent the runner from advancing to third. So now we have a full count. Oh, no, that's not right. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Let's see if we can strike her out here and get out of the inning without any further damage. Oh. She took a whack at it, but she knocked it back to the net. Excuse me. Count remains the same. My voice starts to go out on me. I'm not used to doing this. And take a little sip of water. Count remains the same. Oh! I thought that would have been the 4th ball, but I was mistaken. Oh, no, I was right. Better than I thought I was. So with that, the runner continuing on to first base. Now we have a runner at first and second. No balls, no strikes. 2 outs on the top of the third. Runners on first and second. And then we have, I'm trying to see the batter's number. Strike. 12. Mrs. Myers is up to bat for the Lady Jays. Number 12, Mrs. Myers. So let's see if she can do. And she hits it foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second. Second and first. I usually say that backwards. Different. Third base coach coaching her hitter. Abby getting her signals, rocking back, delivers the pitch. Oh, and it's hit square. Let's see if she can get to it. Great catch. Great job by the second baseman. This is Parker Nabelli. I'm so sorry, guys. With that, we'll take a moment to thank another one of our sponsors, Jason Hawk at Jason Hawk Insurance. I've had the pleasure of knowing this gentleman. We go to church together, and he's just he's as upstanding of a guy as you'd ever want to meet, and we're thankful to have him as a sponsor. And if you're looking to get a quote on some new insurance, home and auto, and the whole suite of products that he provides, go out, go see him, tell him the 446 Sports sent you to him. I'll get it right eventually. And he does great work, and he's a very generous man in the community. And look, we want to support those people who support your local schools. I know he gives out a Player of the Week awards, and he does his best to be in the community, be about the community, and we thank him for that. And we're thankful to be able to partner with that with him, and just a great all-around dude. So with that said, we begin the bottom of the third with your Lady Eagles leading the Lady Jays 8-7 with, let me see, she's got her back. That is number 12, Miss Annabelle Drago, up to bat. She's had a productive day so far. That's great with Mrs. Gradney on the mound. Let me clear out. I need to clear out my scoreboard. Oh, and she pops it up behind us in the stands. It'll hit the concrete and fall behind us. So we are at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. to Annabelle Drago from Mrs. Grady in the circle. I almost said on the mound. That's next game. Another ball. Oh, what did I do? Speaking of next game, if you're in the mood for some more baseball, we've got a few options for you. For some baseball, not some more baseball. This is softball. Your Menard Eagles will be playing. Who will they be playing? Make sure I get that right. Menard Eagles will be taking on Natchitoches Central, and that's said to be a good game. Another ball to Annabelle Drago. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And the game that I will, so the Menard Eagles versus Natchitoches Central game, that will be called, I believe first pitch for that is at 6:30. And down goes Drago for the first out of the inning. So yeah, the Eagles will be playing Natchitoches Central, and they've got both teams have a great ball club this year, and looking to build on a lot of success early in the season. And the game that I'm going to go over and call across the subdivision to Ash. Ash will be playing the Buckeye Panthers. Speaking of Buckeye Panthers go down to play. I hope I get this right. Oh, hit shortstop. And she fires it across the diamond to first base for out. Way to run it out. But the Buckeye Lady Panthers, and we're playing some playoff basketball tonight versus ULab. Now, hopefully I got that right. Down in Baton Rouge. And unfortunately, we were prohibited from going down there and broadcasting that game. And that was kind of outside of our control. And unfortunately, we don't know if someone else is broadcasting. That ball in there for the first strike. So look for surf your dial, so to speak, and see if you can find something. I'm sure there will be local people. Oh, and that's hit to shortstop, and she's going to have to work hard to get it across, but she will leg it out. Great job by number 1, Mrs. Perotti. So now up to bat is number 4, Miss Adeline Ledette, your first baseman, with 2 outs and a runner on first base, looking to advance Mrs. Perotti. Oh, and that's a shade high for first ball. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. Miss Adeline Ledette, your first baseman, up to bat, looking to drive a run in. And that's right down the pipe. You can see the flag out there starting to gently wave in the outfield. Hopefully you can catch that. Yeah, that's a good shot of that. Braden rocks back, throws it, and that's hit to the second baseman. And she'll have an easy throw, and she gets it out at first base. And that will retire the side. So, I believe that was our first half inning so far without a run. But your Lady Eagles maintain the lead over the Lady Jays. 8-7 going into the top of the 4th inning. This game moving right along. And while we have a second, I'll tell you a little bit about some more basketball going on. The game that you can watch tonight is the Oak Hill Lady Rams versus Pitkin in a quarterfinal matchup. I believe the winner of this game will advance to March Madness down south. I forget exactly where they go, but I'm sure that's going to be a wonderful tournament. And you know the Lady Rams are looking to continue what has been a great season so far, and to continue the great legacy of that program. Coach Casey West has really turned that program into a perennial powerhouse, and they are looking to build upon that and the legacy. And I can tell you from having watched and worked a lot of the games this year, they aren't going anywhere. They only graduated 2 or 3 seniors, and they've got a great group of girls set to take over and work behind them, and they'll be every bit as good next year as they were this year and years past. And we're proud to bring you Oak Hill Lady Rams basketball and Oak Hill Rams basketball. We had the pleasure of doing the men's team as well this year, and it was a great year, and I believe the boys are in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they are. So with that, 00, I believe it is, steps up for the Lady Jays. And she hits it back to the pitcher, and Abby will throw it out to first base, and great job on her part. For the first out of the inning. And now up to bat is number 52, Miss Gradney, for the Lady Jays. She's taken over a pitcher for the last couple innings and done a pretty good job, if I'm being honest. Ooh! She hits a rocket back up to the center fielder. And the best thing about that was it happened quick, and she was only able to get to first base. So Gradney gets on first. She gets on first with 1 out. Up to bat is number 8. And that is Mrs. Cart. And that's in for a ball. Hart is 2 for 2 with 2 hits, and this shows no runs scored, but she has had a very solid day. That's in for the second ball. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 1 Lady J on first. With Cart up to bat, looking to go 3 for 3, and that's hit up the center, and we're going to see the center fielder get it. Oh, in and out of the glove. Gradney will advance to second. Tremendous effort by Mika, and it's all right. She'll recover, and she'll get the next one. Great effort on her part. As number 1 for the Lady Jays steps in. That's not right. That is Mrs. Miller, and she lays down the sacrifice bunt, and it falls just foul. Happy Fingleton gets the signs. She rocks back, looks to deliver. Oh, and just a shade inside for the first ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. With the Lady J hitter looking to advance, to bring a runner around. Oh, and she fouls it off again. That is Miller, the right fielder for the Lady Jays. And I'll tell y'all now, I'm having regrets about not bringing that hoodie. Thankfully, my next game to call will be inside. Oh, hit foul again, and they're going to have to watch out soon. So again, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Lady Jays. with Miller up to bat. And Abby Fingleton in the circle, getting set, rocking back, looking to deliver. Oh, and she blows it past her. Way to go for the strikeout. And that will be the second out of the inning. Looking to prevent any damage in this inning, we have 0-0 up, and that is the catcher, Mrs. Evans. Nice pitch. And as this game has continued on, after a kind of a rough start to the game, Miss Fingleton Abby has found her zone and given up very little after that, and she's rocking and rolling. Oh, it's a snap road. They're looking to. With that, the runners advanced to second and third. Catcher got up, threw a snap throw down to first, and she was unable to throw it across the diamond in time to the third baseman in order to catch her there. So with that, runners move into scoring position. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners in second and third, and that grazes her on the inside, and that will fill the bases. With
shortstop, number 1, sophomore, Reese Scruggs.
With number 19, Brown, Mrs. Brown on first base. We're going to have a little bit of a timeout. Looks like Coach Cherney is headed out to the circle to speak with his young pitcher. I don't know, with his pitcher. Just kind of see where her head's at, see how she's doing. I'm sure just to encourage her and talk about some strategy in the situation. And you can see with that, he's leaving her in there, going to let her finish. And he's going to let her get this third out. We believe she will.
Number 7, freshman, Austin Menard.
Abby gathers herself, looking to face the next batter. Number 19, first baseman. Oh, and she hits it to left field, and it's going to be foul.
Number 18, freshman.
She took it for a ride, though. It was a good hit.
Center fielder, number 2, junior cutter.
So, no.
First baseman,
fix this.
13, junior.
No balls, 1 strike. She delivers it, and it is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases loaded, full of Lady Jays. Number 19 for the Lady Jays, looking to drive in some runs. She delivers, and it's outside.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. God, let me play well, but fairly. Let competition make me strong, but never hostile. Forbid me to rejoice in the adversity of others. See me not when I am cheered.
Abby gets her signals, checking her wrist.
If I know victory,
Gets set, rocks back, delivers it. A little high. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Base is full, nowhere to put her. For the delivery, she rocks back and outside. And with that, that will bring home 52 grading to tie the game. I need to update my scoreboard. And I don't know if folks, you can hear that in the background. That is, they are playing the national anthem in the field behind us. And God bless that anthem. We're thankful for it. But they will be set to soon begin throw the first pitch in the boys' game. She rocks back, she throws it, and it's a little inside. Catcher pops up, trying to keep everybody honest. Oh, Throws it past her. Swing and strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Base is full of Lady Jays. Looking to end it right here. Oh, knocked foul for the second strike of the at bat. Oh, stand up for a second. Oh, and she hits it foul, but she hit the stuffing out of it, though. That young lady has a big swing on her.
Starting pitcher, number 19, sophomore.
And that is number 4, Smith, the left fielder for the Lady Jays. Oh, did she check it? Oh, and she got it. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little bit of confusion. And the umpires just making sure they get everything right. You gotta love the sights and sounds of your ballpark. So, as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning, let me get my scoreboard right. You know, to talk about another one of our great sponsors, we would like to thank Southern Air. If for any and all of your heating and cooling needs, go see them out over there at Southern Air. They do a wonderful job, and we're much appreciative of them and the great work they do. And they help us do what we love to do, and they get to do what they love to do. Southern Air, I know, has been with us for a while, and we're thankful for them. And so for all your heating and cooling needs, it feels a little cool right now, but it won't be long. You know, it's going to be heating up, and it'll be time to check those AC units and get everything on the up and up, because nobody wants to be suffering in Louisiana during the middle of August with no air conditioner, because your air conditioner never goes out in the middle of December. It goes out in August, and we all know that to be a fact. I have personally suffered through that with my kids looking at me saying, "Daddy, why is it so hot in our house?" And I'm scrambling to call the people at Southern Air. So, that said, get ahead of the game, call them now. You know, get your AC unit just as a pre-check. You know, make sure it's full of Freon and everything. And tell them that 446 Sports sent you. And with that, we will begin the bottom of the 4th inning with number 9, Kinsey Lyles, up to bat. You can hear people shouting for her. Mrs. Gradney is still in the circle at number 52 on the mound, and she throws it. And this one's hit high in the air to the shortstop, second baseman, and she catches it. Good job to number 9. Stay under it for the first out of the inning, and that will bring up Mrs. Mika Keogh, your center fielder. No balls, no strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. She rocks back, she delivers it, and it's a shade high. Great night for baseball and softball, basketball, or any sport you love doing. Get out and be active. Oh, and that's it square up the middle. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder, and she's coming around first. She's going to make it to second, I think. Yes, she will. Great job for a stand-up double. She hit it on a rope, ladies and gentlemen. Way to go, Miss Mika Keogh. And now up to bat, your pitcher, Miss Abby Fingleton. Looking to help her own cause. She takes strike one. Outside. Catcher threatens a throw but keeps it and tosses it back to the pitcher. So we have 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. We have 1 Lady Eagle on second base. And that's hit back to the pitcher. She doesn't get it. She knocks it down to go into first. And she will get it. And 1 run scores. Way to go. And you know, one thing I'm impressed with this Menard team is their fundamentals. They don't give up on a play. That was knocked back to the pitcher. You know, she could have lollygagged down there, but she didn't. She ran hard, and good things happen when you hustle. You know, ladies and gentlemen, that's a life lesson. Whether it be softball, baseball, or corporate. That wisdom's free, I guess. So now up to bat is Mrs. number 3, Mrs. Nabalian. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I will owe her parents an apology when this game is over. But she has been on a hot streak, and I can't say enough good things about that young lady. She's good plays in the field, good plays in the bat. So no balls. Ooh. And that is hit to the right fielder, and it's going to drop. It's shallow right, and they're going to run around. The runner advances to third. Way to go, way to hustle. So with that, you had a runner score. So now it is 8-9, your Lady Eagles against the Lady Jays of St. Edmunds. And the runner going down to second, she threatens to throw, but she does not, so she will make it into second base standing up. So now you have 2 runners in scoring position for your Lady Eagles with 1 out. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. I'll make sure. With your Lady Eagles threatening to score again. And that's hit up the middle. It's it to the center fielder, and she's looking for it while she lost it. And that will score 2 runs, it looks like, are standing up. And she's going for a triple. Let's see if she can make it. And she does. Ladies and gentlemen, a standing triple for that young lady. Oh, I'm going to lose my voice in that. What an outstanding play to score 2 Lady Eagles. You might even say Screaming Eagles the way they were shouting. Emma Davis with a stand-up triple. Now you have Annabelle Drago, your left fielder, up to bat, looking to knock in Emma Davis. And she takes that first ball. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. And that's it to your right fielder. Let's see if it stays fair. Let's see if she catches it. I'm trying to see exactly what happened. That was kind of foul. She didn't catch it? Okay. Sweet ladies in front of me are telling me she did not catch it. So that fell foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. To Mrs. Annabelle Drago, looking to knock in Emma Stone, and that's thrown kind of overhead with the catcher threatening the snap throw down to third. And that's hit to the second baseman of the guy, and that will not advance the runner. The hats off to that young lady for battling. And that brings up number 5, Mrs. Sophie Giordano. Forgive me. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 11-8, Your Lady Eagles. Braden continues to stay in there and battle. And that is a shade high. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third, threatening to score. Oh, and that's hit square to the center fielder. Let's see if she can come down with it, and she does to retire the side. And with that 3 runners come across for Your Lady Eagles to make it 8-11. Lady Eagles. We go to the top of the 5th. And with that, I will remind you, trying to think if there's any sponsors I've left off so far. There seems to be one. I am due up to bat for the Lady Jays is number 21. That is the top of the lineup. This is Laverne, the shortstop for the Lady Jays. Number 5, Abby Finkelton, stays in the circle. She's battling. We're into the 5th inning now. So due up for the Lady Jays are Laverne, Myers, and Swallow. Top of the 5th. Yep. Top of the 5th. Let's see. And Mrs. Laverne looked like she's trying to attempt that kind of that running swing you often see in softball. A staple of the game. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the 5th, nobody on. And the temperature's starting to drop out here. Ball 2. Oh, she hits that one, but she hits it off her ankle. And there looks to be some debate about Miss Laverne fouled it off her ankle. It's now 2-2 count. And she hits that one back up the middle to the pitcher, but it's an easy throw and catch. That retires Mrs. Laverne. And that brings up Myers for the Lady Jays. And That was just a shade low, it looked like, for first pitch. Update my scoreboard. Abby rocks back, throws it in, and it's a shade higher. Oh, fouled off, and it almost got the young lady standing on deck. Never a dull moment when you're standing in the on-deck circle. Abby gets her signals, checks her wristband, rocks back, fires it in. Oh, and that's right to the second baseman. Great catch. Way to be on your toes. For the second out of the inning. Abby rocks back, fires it in. 4, and that gets past the catcher. 4 ball 1.
Leading off, number 1, sophomore, Reeves Scruggs.
So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for the Lady Jays in the top of the 5th inning, with your Lady Eagles leading the Lady Jays 11-8. And that's it. Looks like it's going to make it to second baseman. And a great effort on her part. Sometimes your weight just kind of carries you forward, but she gets an A for effort. So now, no balls, no strikes, with Gradney, who has been holding down the fort. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, with 1 Lady J on first base, with Gradney up to bat. Something tells me that young lady has some power behind her swing. One ball, 1 strike. She fires it in, and that's hit sharply. It's going to be just over the second baseman's head, and that will advance the runner and put a runner on first base. Man, Brady's been on fire tonight. She's gotten on base maybe every time, I think. I'd have to, I think I can check, so let me do that. Yes, I believe that makes Gradney 4 for 4 with 2 runs. Great stop by the catcher. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, with runners on first and second for the Lady Jays. That one sails a little up. Number 8. That is Cart for the Lady Jays. Yeah, that young lady's had a great day as well. Oh, and she smacks it to right field. Let's see if she can come down. But it falls foul, so everybody reset. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners in first and second, excuse me. Just a shade upstairs. That'll run the count to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second still. Ooh, and that one's hit sharply. Well, it's a pop-up, excuse me. Right into the second baseman's glove, and that will retire the side with no further damage done. Well, no damage done, excuse me. And that will move us to the bottom of the 5th inning with your Lady Eagles up to bat. Going to try to see if I can get some scores for you guys. I believe the Oak Hill game is set to soon to tip off, and let me hit up some people and see what the scores are. Again, guys, we want to point you to all the wonderful games we have going on tonight on 446 Sports. If you are looking for something to watch after you finish watching your Lady Eagles, there is, of course, your Eagles for right behind me playing. They're playing Active Central. Excuse me, I had to think for a second. Brady rocks back, throws it in for a ball. And Ash is set to play Buckeye, and I will be heading over to call that game when this is done. And my partner in crime is over there getting that cranked. Chuckles, our dear Chuck, and that will be Alexandria Trojans versus the Buckeye Panthers. And if you can, and unfortunately you can't find it on 446 Sports, try to find the score on the on the Buckeye Panthers versus, and that's hit to right field, and that's going to be overhead. And number 1 is going to round the base, and she's going to get into second base with a stand-up double. Miss Kate Perotti, great job, great piece of hitting on her part. She got on her wheels, and she was hauling tail. Hopefully that's all right to say. So next up to bat is Miss Adeline Ledette, number 4, looking to knock in Mrs. Perotti. And she hits it to second base, and that'll push Perotti to third base, and she will be out at first base with the first out of the inning. But that's a good sacrifice hit. Make sure I use the right word for that. She laid that down perfectly. Oak Hill is set. Right to the third baseman. And she got her, so she doubles up. Man, hats off to that young lady. She was on her toes to make that move very quick. And that will retire the side for your Lady Eagles. And that will bring us to the top of the 6th inning with your Lady Eagles up 11-8 over the Lady Jays of St. Edmunds out of Eunice. As I was saying, Oak Hill Lady Rams should be tipping off any second now, or any around 6:30, I believe. And if you're looking for something great to watch after this, especially if you want to support some ladies around the area, that will be a great game to watch. I believe I saw them in the regular season versus each other, and that will be almost polite to say it'll be a fist fight, if that's okay to say. Those are two great and gritty squads, and they will be going after each other with a shot to go down to March Madness on the line. And I know they will be fighting, like Rams and Pirates, you might say, If you've ever seen a ram in a pirate fight, I'd like to see that. And Mrs. Abby Fingleton remains in the game, and she's pitched a great game. Hats off to her. And that will bring up number 1 for the Lady Jays. And that is Miller, the right fielder. She settles in. Abby rocks back, and she throws it right. I would have said right down the middle, but it's a shade low. That's why he's there, and I'm up here. Let me get my scoreboard correct. Sorry, that's not right. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs in the top of the 6th inning. Three balls and no strikes. The temperature really starting to drop. I will appreciate being inside the warm box at Ash here in a little bit. Oh! And she's staying thin there to take it there on the left arm, left shoulder, and what would have been ball 4 anyway. But so she advances to first base. No balls, no strikes, nobody out with a runner on first base. Yeah, third base coach calling Mrs. Evans over to her to talk some strategy. As we get here in the later innings, every at bat really means a little bit more, you know. Down 3 in the top of the 6th. They got a little ways to go to get it tied up and over the hill. Over the hump. And that's in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs in the top of the 6th with a runner on first base. Abby checking the signs, rocks back, delivers, and that is hit on a rope to left field just outside of the reach of number 12. And the Jays are coming around the bases as it's thrown in just a second too late to catch the runner in third base, but that puts 2 Lady Jays in scoring position with the tying run coming to the plate. Number 19, I believe, the first baseman for the Lady Jays. And that would be, I should probably know their names by now, top of my head. That is Mrs. Brown. And she looks at the first ball. First ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes and no outs. Runners are second and third for the Lady Jays, and that's and there's a snap throw down to third base, but she gets back just in time. Abby rocks back, she throws just a shade outside for ball number 2. Excuse me. Gotta adjust. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. 2, number 19. Rocks back, throws again, right down. Shade outside. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at some technical difficulties. and that's hit deep. Deep-ish. Oh, good job for them to hold on. Guys, you'll have to forgive the music in the background. A little AC/DC. What a catch by those ladies and by the shortstop out in. Let me update the score right quick. Forgive me, guys. I'm updating my scoreboard. So, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out on that great catch out in shallow left. With number 21 up to bat with runners in scoring position. And that's outside. Hey guys, just taking care of some not homework, but some technical stuff, if you don't mind. And that's ball 4 to fill the bases full of Lady Jays.
Number 7, freshman, Austin
I'll deal with that later. I got a game to call. And that's just a bit outside. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out with the bases full of Lady Jays. And Abby Fingleton, she is battling. And hats off to that young lady. She's fought hard all game. And you'd have to think that her arm's starting to get a little tired, but I believe she can finish this out. Oh, and that's hit to the backstop and will fall foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the top of the 6th inning with the Lady Jays. We're a Menard, we're broadcast from Menard, I guess. With the Lady Jays threatening to blow it wide open. Oh, and that's it. Oh, that's it to the second baseman. She couldn't pin it down, and it's in right field. It's the 2-run score, and there's a runner, and she's just gonna let her have it. Great piece of hitting on her part. And I'm back, and they're having a meeting in the circle. And looks like we are going to have a pitching change, and that brings up the fostering community pitching change. And if you heard me earlier, the foster community is having a fundraiser called Crawfish for a Cause. That's kind of a tongue twister, if you don't mind. And that will be occurring on March 8th out at Huckleberry Brewery. Tomorrow is the last day to pre-order your crawfish, and I believe it is $35, for 5 pounds of crawfish, 2 corn, 2 sausage, and then there's a party pack of 10 pounds. And I believe that'll run you $65. Don't hold me exactly those prices. I would encourage you to go to the Foster Community Facebook page, where you will find links for that and all their other events going on, and that also includes Pickleball Palooza. I don't know if you're familiar with pickleball. Pickleball is kind of a form of tennis / badminton, but on March 22nd out at Ward 10, and that's kind of behind Plastic Pack in the ball, and they will be having pickleball tournaments for men, women, and mixed, and they're looking to fill a lot of slots, and I think they need like 30 to make it happen, and I'm not sure what the most recent numbers are, but it's another event to support the local fostering community, and we're proud to be partnered with them and to spread their events and be a mouthpiece for them where we can. Great organization. So number 31, and that is Mika Keogh, comes in from center field to be your new pitcher, and she throws her first pitch. Let's see, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm all tied up at 11. Give me 1 second to my scoreboard right. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Lady Jays, threatening to bring in more. And Ms. Keogh throws strike 2. Rocks back, delivers, and it's a shade outside. Oh, but. You can be keeping up with all the balls and strikes and score that I'm doing my best to keep right and call all this on the Wallace Associates scoreboard, and that is hit foul to just into the net near first base. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight. We appreciate you listening to us and watching us, and we hope you're enjoying everything you're seeing. And that's outside for ball 3. So Mika gathering herself, getting her sign, rocking back, delivering, and that is fouled off. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. In the top of the 6th inning, tied at 11. All these young women have been battling tonight, and it has been fun to watch. And great to see how it'll be great to see how this plays out. And that is ball 4, and that fills the bases full of Fighting Jays, with number 52 coming to bat, and she has had, that's a tongue twister, a hot bat all night long, and we'll see what she's going to do right here. Mika's got her work cut out for her, and she delivers, and that is smacked. And is it going to stay in? That is, wow, guys. She went yard. So Mrs. Gradney goes yard with a grand slam in the top of the 6th inning. Hey, there's a lot of ball left to play. Make sure I get my score updated. So with that clears the bases. She hit it dead center-ish, just to the right of the foul pole, which I would assume is dead center. So that makes it 15-11. Lady Jays. With Cart, the center fielder, stepping in, and she takes ball 1. And we just got an update from the Oak Hill Pitkin game. Oak Hill is up 28-16 at halftime. So, depending on which team you're rooting for, that's good news or bad news, I guess. But I'm sure Pitkin's going to come back and make it a game. They will not strike. She throws it in there for strike 2. Pitkin will not go quietly into the night, and I would expect them to battle back. And regardless of who the winner is, they're going to be exhausted, and they're going to have to earn it. She delivers for a ball, too. Mika settling in, trying to get this out, get out 2. She fires in, and it's a shade outside for ball 3. Mika gets her sign. She rocks back. She fires in, and that is roped to left center. The center fielder is giving a chase. It bounces off the wall, and she's trying to get it in right now. And number 8 gets into second base, but they stand up double. Guys, she hit. You could have heard that a mile away. That was a good hit. So, that said, now I'm trying to see her number. Okay. Strike 1 to Miller, the right fielder. Apologize. Let me get on my scoreboard right. So, no balls. 1. Oh, that's hit foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with runner in scoring position on that stand-up double. Miller looking to cause more damage here in the top of the 6th inning. You know, and with that is a strikeout. Great job, Mika. And that she records the 2nd out of the inning and is looking to get out of the inning without any further damage done. And with that, Evans, number 00, steps up to bat. She fires it in, and she fouls it all to the first base side. That said, number 8 was on the move. She was already at third base when the ball hit the net. She's quick, and she'll be looking to come around with any contact. Trying to look behind me and see the score on the for the boys' game, but unfortunately, I don't have a good enough angle. And that's in for a strike. So that puts the count at no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner at second. And you know that number 8 for the Lady Jays is going to be, with the crack of the bat, will be on the move. Oh, and it is fouled to the third base side. So the count remains the same. Oh, and that's popped up to the first base side. And it looks like she's going to be able to get, and she does. Great job by your first baseman, Adeline Ledette, to glove that and to end the inning. And that brings us to the bottom of the 6th inning. There's some damage done. Not going to lie to ourselves, but nothing that can't be overcome. 7 runs put on the board by the Lady Jays. It's not a mountain to climb. It's a little bit of a hill. They'll get over it. And we go into the bottom of the 6th inning, 15-11, Lady Jays. down for a second. It's like I sit down for a little while, my behind hurts. I stand up, my feet hurt. It's a vicious cycle. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Gradney, who just hit that monster. Let's just be honest with ourselves. It was a monster grand slam, and we tip our hats to that young lady. Out to really center, almost dead center. And she will probably be looking to finish off the game if she can. Get the W and the granny. But she's got a lot of work to do. I believe these Lady Eagles can come back, and they got a lot more to say about that before they get out of here. So, that said, there is, I'm trying to see her number, if you'll give me a second, as Lady Jays finished a warm-up 31, and that is Mika Keogh, who had a strikeout or two in that last inning, coming on in relief of Abby Fingleton. And again, I hope I have not butchered any of these names. You can please send your complaints to Doug Gann. If you can guess, that's not me. At 446Sports. But please let us know if we got anything wrong, and we will do our best to correct it. Out of full respect for these hardworking young ladies. And the first pitch is in for a ball. Make sure I got the score right. And she fires away again, and that gets past the catcher, but nobody's on, so nobody advances. So that's ball 2. You know, there's not much of a deep backstop here. If the ball gets past you, I don't know that it's easy to advance. After spending some time at Ash last little bit of this, and that is strike 1. She rocks back, she throws, and that is hit straight up to the middle to her, and with a little pitch and catch, and that retires the first hitter. This is Mika Keogh. Next up to bat is Abby Fingleton. Excuse me. Might be a little bit of the voice starting to go out. And she's looking to get a few runs back. That's a little hard. Trying to get your Wallace scoreboard correct. Your Wallace Eye Associate scoreboard. Excuse me, let me get that right. Oh, and that's past her for strike 2. Swinging strike. Guys, again, if you're not... and that's hit foul right into the grass behind me. For strike 2. Fans, we encourage you, when you're done watching, to switch over to some of our other things going on. You know, I told Doug it's kind of an embarrassment of riches. We got a lot of great games going on, and that's in for ball 2. Oak Hill is playing Pitkin, and they were up at the half with my last score update. Oh, and that's hit. Oh, and hit right back at the shin. She's looking for it. She's going to try to get her out of first, and she's saved. Way to leg it out. Again, I can't stress it enough. These Lady Eagles and their fundamentals, they try hard every single play. There's no quit in these young ladies, and it shows and shines in times like that. There have been several plays that have been hit right back to the pitcher that could have been easy outs had they given up and not given their 110% down to the base. But because of the hustle, they got down there and got on base. She rocks back, throws it. 0-0 comes up, threatens to throw, keeps it. Ooh, I got too many outs. 1 ball, no outs. One ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And Abby Fingleton on first base after that hustle play. And that's in the dirt. She's looking for it. Abby's looking to advance, and it's going to be close. And she's out at second. Hat tip to that catcher who found the ball as quick as she could and threw it up to second, and great play on her part. So now we have a different situation. 2 balls, 1 strike, and here I am flinching, and I know there's a net there. I don't know, you ever get used to that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, with your Lady Eagles down 15, down 11-15 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, and that's hit on. It's hit foul, but it was hit hard, ladies and gentlemen. She could hit it like that again, but just about 10 feet to the right. She probably could have got an easy stand-up double. So count remains the same. Gradney steps in, she rocks back, she delivers it, and she strikes her out. And that brings us to the top of the 7th. So the Lady Jays will bat in the top of the 7th. Take a minute to tell you about some games coming up for your Lady Eagles. They will play their own version of the Subway. Won't call it a series, but it's a game. We'll call it the Subway single, if you will. Not Subway, subdivision. We don't have subways around here. The subdivision. I'm gonna shut up. So they're gonna go across town and play Alexandria, and on Saturday at 10 a.m. And then they will play Dutchtown. This is versus Dutchtown. They must be playing that here at 1 p.m. And I would imagine both those games will be carried right here on 446 Sports. And later on in the week, they'll be at Grant, they'll be at Mamu, and looks like they have an open day to be determined on Friday. So we'll see what happens there. And then versus Ouachita Parish. They got a full week. So we begin the top of the 7th with a strike from Mika Keogh, who is battling, looking to shut out the Lady Jays and not allow any further damage. And that one's hit right up the middle, and they won't get to it. Center fielder, number 31. Excuse me. I am mistaken. Mika Keogh has been brought back out to center field, and it looks like Sophie Giordano is now in the circle. They caught me when I wasn't looking there. Kind of a pickoff play almost, if you'll excuse. And Sophie throws it in for a strike. And no balls, 1 strike, and no outs with 1 Lady J on first base. And that's hit back foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. To number 4. And let me make sure I get that right. That is Mrs. Smith for the Lady Jays. And she misses. And Sophie Giordano records her first strikeout of the night. So 1 out, 1 on for 21 up to bat. And that is Mrs. Laverne for the Lady Jays. And she hits it back to the great stab. And she's going to advance into second base. And she gets the lead runner at second. Waited. Good job. You know, she could have naturally went to first base. That was the easy pitch. But she had that split-second decision. She turned around, got the lead runner, and she keeps someone out of scoring position. So that keeps a runner at first base and retires the runner advancing to second. Quick thinking on her part. And with that, the runner's off, and it goes into shallow third, and it is gloved by the third baseman to retire the side. So your Lady Eagles get out of the top of the 7th with no damage done. They got about is it 16? 15? 15. 4 run, yeah. Forgive me, I was looking at it, and there's a piece of net that made it look like it was 16-15, and it is in fact 15-11. So the Lady Jays lead your Lady Eagles 15-11 in the bottom of the 7th. This is their last opportunity to take the lead. And look, there's nothing better than a walk-off There are a few things better in sports, whether it's a walk-off 3, walk-off home run, you know, last-second touchdown. And I think we're going to be able to see something special here. Maybe I'm an eternal optimist, but I'd rather be called worse. I could be called worse, I guess. Guys, as soon as I can get some score updates, I will let you know. But I'm not getting fed much right now, so at the moment I'm kind of in the dark on what's going on around our area. But if you tune in to the Menard, the boys broadcast, I'm sure they'll have some scores for you. And that first pitch is a ball to number 20. Yes, Emma Davis up to bat at the top of the order. Oh, and she hits it on line. It's over the left fielder's head. Yes, and it's going to fall into deep left field. She's coming around second. She's going to stop it there for a lead-off double. Walked in. That's how you start a rally. A few more of those, and we're going to be partying here at Menard. Great school, been around for ages. I can't remember when, but in my 42 years, it's always been there. Oh, and that's hit on the line, and it's just foul. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on second, threatening. And 21 pops up. Not 21, 00. She pops up, making sure to keep the second lady on second base honest. She walks back, she throws, and it's right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. With 1 Lady Eagle at second base in scoring position, looking to be gone at the crack of the bat and come around and score. Oh, and it's popped up. There. Popped up to the pitcher for out number 1. So with that, number 5, Sophie Giordano has up to bat. She has recently taken over pitching duties, and she is looking to do herself some good and put a run on the board. Rocks back, throws, and it's a shade high. One ball, no strikes, one out in the bottom of the 7th. The Lady Jays. Oh, and that's hit, and it is fair. And she's coming around third, and she's going to score, and she's going to get into second base, standing up for a stand-up double. Or is there just some discussion? Things got oddly quiet. Looks like they are going to not do that. They called it foul. It was just to the left of the base. It was a very close call. But I believe she can do just the same thing, but, just shade to the right. And she's off to third, and she will get in standing up. That young lady had some wheels. So now the count is 2 balls with 1 strike, and make sure to update your Wallace Associates scoreboard. And that's hit back to the pitcher. She checks third, and she's coming home, and she's going to make a play, and she's safe to bring the score to 12 for your Lady Eagles and 15 for the Lady Jays. But that puts us at 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and we are 3 runs down, but I believe something special can happen. Are you a believer? I'm a believer. Come on. She tosses it in, and it is a shade high. 2 outs, 1 ball. And she rocks back, she fires it in, and it is two balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. And that is ball 3. Nice. I'm sorry, not nice. I should be partial. And we do have a score update from that Oak Hill game. She rocks back, she throws. That's a strike. At the start of the 4th quarter, it is Oak Hill 44, Pitkin 35. And I would be willing to, I don't want to say bet. That's slapped to the second baseman. And let's see what happens. And that will end the game, folks. Not the outcome you were looking for from your Lady Eagles, but they battled hard, and they should hold their head high. Great game on their part. We probably will not talk to Coach Turney after this. We'll catch him next time. But again, please tune in for more Lady Eagles softball this weekend. Again, we have 2 games, and I believe we are slated to cover them. We will let you know if anything changes. And as you can see, the young ladies, in a true sign of sportsmanship and Christian sisterhood, I guess you would say, they gather to pray, and we will honor that moment. And these are 2 Catholic schools, and obviously Christ is at the center of everything they do, as much, and we also want it to be in the center of everything we do at 446 Sports. And just so you know, 446 Sports is birthed from Ephesians 4 verses 4 through 6. So Christ is certainly at the center of everything we do. It's in our name. So that said, we will sign off, and I will make my way over to Alexandria Senior High. If you're watching this, we appreciate it. Not if you're watching this, obviously, if you're hearing me, you're watching this. So we thank you for watching, and we will look forward to seeing you next time at Lady Eagle Softball. So for myself, Brett Stallsby, and for Chuck and Doug Gann, Chuck Perkins, Doug Gann, and the whole crew, we wish you good night from Lady Eagles Softball.